We're Lloyd and Mandy, husband and wife who recently became digital nomads and have been traveling the world since 2021. After starting our journey in Bali, we were lucky enough to have the chance to travel through Thailand for a month, which was one of the most amazing experiences of our journey so far. Thailand, often referred to as the Land of Smiles, is known for its diverse landscape, including thick jungles as green can be, crystal blue waters with white sandy beaches, and a food culture that has stood the test of time. Thailand is exotic, yet still relatively safe, cheap, and equipped with every modern amenity you need. There really is something for everyone and every budget in Thailand, from beachfront bungalows to some of the best luxury hotels in the world. Despite a massive yearly influx of tourists, Thailand has still managed to retain its authenticity, with a culture and history all its own, and carefree people famed for their smiles and their fun-seeking lifestyle. Many travelers come to Thailand and extend their stay well beyond their original plans, and others never find a reason to leave. Whether you're traveling for a couple of weeks or for a few months, we hope this video helps you get the most out of your time in this beautiful country. Visas. Tourist visas are available for stays up to 60 days. Once your visa has been approved, the validity is for 3 to 6 months. Those who wish to stay longer or may wish to change their type of visa must file an application for permission at the Office of Immigration Bureau, located at the Government Center in Bangkok. You will need the following requirements to apply for a Thai visa: passport or travel document with validity not less than 6 months, photograph of the applicant taken within the past 6 months, evidence of travel from Thailand, like an air ticket paid in full, evidence of adequate finance, 20,000 baht per person and 40,000 baht per family. We will leave a link to the visa application website we use down below in the description. First stop, Bangkok. Bangkok is the capital and the most populous city in Thailand, and most people's point of entry when arriving in the country. With a population of almost 11 million people living in the area, it is an extremely densely populated city. If you're not used to being in big bustling cities, it can be quite overwhelming, but luckily we discovered an area to stay that wasn't too hectic yet still close to the action. The Four Monkeys Hotel, located in the Samson Road neighborhood, was the perfect place to start our week-long stay in Bangkok. Although it is right in the heart of the city and only a short walk to many attractions, such as the famous Koh Samui Road and many ancient Buddhist temples, it is also one of Bangkok's oldest neighborhoods and had a very local feel to it, despite having many co-working cafes and hostels there as well. We found the cutest little breakfast spot where we ate mango sticky rice every morning, served by the sweetest old Thai lady who always greeted us with a smile, as well as many different family-owned restaurants to eat our favorite local dishes such as pad thai and red curry. Our first day in Bangkok, we treated ourselves to a Thai massage, which was a first for both of us and something we would highly recommend to anyone traveling to Thailand. If you've never had the pleasure of experiencing one of these massages, think of a mix between a regular deep tissue massage and a yoga class, where the masseuse will stretch and contort your body in different directions you didn't think were possible. We walked out feeling like $1 million, and the best part, it was only around $15 US each. After our massage, it was time to explore, and what better way to start a trip in Bangkok than hitting the famous Koh Samui Road. Koh Samui Road was developed into a world-famous backpacker destination. It offers cheap accommodation, ranging from mattress-in-a-box style hotels to reasonably priced 3-star hotels. Although we wouldn't necessarily recommend staying on the road, as it does get extremely noisy until early hours of the morning. The 400-meter long road sees between 40 and 50,000 tourists per day in high season and 20,000 per day in low season. It is mostly filled with nightclubs and bars offering slightly more expensive yet still affordable food and drinks, as well as loud music and entertainment that will be sure to keep your senses alert as you watch the thousands of people walk by throughout the night. Despite nursing minor hangovers the next day, we decided to explore the city by tuk-tuk, which is a great way to see the city and also helps out the local drivers, as they have an agreement with the local government to take tourists to certain destinations such as temples and shopping malls in exchange for payment. We thought this was a good way to help out the local tuk-tuk drivers while also seeing some more of the city. It only cost us around $10 US. You can find these drivers on most corners of Samson Road area, and they will offer you the city tour. Of course, one of the main reasons people head to Thailand is the delicious food, and there's no shortage of night markets in the city. We decided to visit one of the more popular and recent markets located in the heart of the city, Jod Fairs. Here you can find a mix of local favorites and international dishes, as well as drinks and desserts. We were super impressed with how many different options there were, and our only wish was that we could have tried them all. There was also a live band and a beer garden area that made the market a really cool place to hang out at for the night and mix among both locals and tourists. We also decided to pay a visit to the Sukhumvit Road area of Bangkok, which was definitely an eye-opener, especially the red light district, as well as Bangkok's Chinatown, where we ate some exotic local delicacies including crickets, spiders, and scorpions. As strange as it sounds, the taste actually wasn't too bad. If you have a strong stomach and you're looking for something different, be sure to check it out. A few things we didn't get to see in Bangkok due to time constraints, but heard great reviews about, were the floating river markets, the MBK shopping center, and the famous Muay Thai stadium, which we actually did try to attend, but due to a bad batch of brownies, we couldn't actually make the event. Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is the largest city in northern Thailand, the capital of Chiang Mai province, and the second largest city in Thailand. With a population of over 1 million people, it is perhaps best known for its beautiful ancient temples, though there is much more to see and do than just that. The striking mountainous landscape around the city provides a lot of wonderful natural attractions and is home to 2 tribal villages. It's also long been recognized as one of the best digital nomad destinations in the world due to the amount of co-working spaces and events to network and meet other people in the community. If you want to discover the majority of Chiang Mai's attractions and tourist sites, we suggest staying in the Old Town. There, you will find most of the main temples, street markets, and museums. There are also several bars and restaurants as well as agencies to book activities for day trips. In fact, the Old Town Chiang Mai is where I first discovered perhaps my favorite northern Thai dish, khao soi chicken. Although I've tried, I still haven't managed to find a khao soi chicken that came anywhere close to this one I had in Chiang Mai. Speaking of local dishes, while you're visiting Chiang Mai, you should definitely check out the Chiang Mai Sunday night market, which, as the name suggests, runs every Sunday night and is easily the biggest night market in Thailand. We walked the market for over an hour and a half and still didn't get to see the end before turning around and heading home. During the day, there's plenty to do, including the Grand Canyon Water Park, which was a fun experience that we definitely didn't expect to find in Chiang Mai. There are also a number of elephant sanctuaries in the area that take care of the endangered species and rely on tourism to help take care of these beautiful animals. You can spend the day with the elephants, helping to feed and bathe them. Although we didn't get to make it to one of these wonderful sanctuaries, we applaud the work they do and highly recommend paying them a visit if you get the chance. Our last night in Chiang Mai was spent driving around on our scooter, where we crossed through Chinatown and even managed to find an awesome rooftop bar with 360-degree views of the city. We will leave a link to the bar down below, as it was definitely one of the nicest bars we visited in Thailand. Phuket. Phuket is located in the very southern tip of Thailand and is the largest island in the country, and probably the most popular tourist destination, with almost 10 million visitors per year. It is probably best known for its white sandy beaches and surrounding islands, as well as the famous walking street, Bangala Road, which is somewhat of a mini version of Khao San Road in Bangkok. We didn't spend too much time on Bangala Road as we found it to be a bit overwhelming and overpriced. Be prepared to be hassled by every shopkeeper and bar girl as you walk by. Our best advice would be to find somewhere cool to sit and watch the street come alive. There's plenty to do in Phuket, including boat tours, jet skiing, parasailing, visiting the giant Buddha, and if you're feeling super adventurous, many Muay Thai camps where you can spend a couple of weeks training like a professional fighter. But there are also a great number of beaches to visit in Phuket, such as Karon and Kata Beach, that were simply stunning. Phuket is also known for its southern Thai cuisine, including gang som pla, like orange juice, but on fire, khao yam, and Lloyd's favorite, gang thai pla. The main ingredient in gang thai pla is made from the stomach of the fish marinated in salt. Typically, the fish entrails used are from catfish and snakehead fish, fermented with salt for about 10 to 30 days before it can be seasoned with spices and used for cooking. Known as Thailand's spiciest dish, it's safe to say this was a one-time try for Lloyd, as the after effects left him feeling way less than 100%. We spent a few nights in Phuket staying at the Marina Hotel, which was in a great central position and even had a scooter rental business across the road, as well as a rooftop pool. We found it a little pricey at around $80 a night, but managed to find a really nice quiet hotel in the Kata area called the Palmery Resort, which was only $50 a night, including breakfast, and even had a small gym. If you're traveling to Phuket, it's worth visiting the Old Town. Here you'll find some of the best restaurants and cafes on the island, and it definitely has less of a touristy vibe, which is reflected in the prices. There's also a weekly night market held on Sundays that is well worth the visit. Koh Samui. Koh Samui is an island off the coast of Thailand near the Surat Thani region and is the second largest island in Thailand. To get to Koh Samui is about a 7-hour trip by bus and boat, where you will see some amazing scenery along the way. The entire trip costs around $35 one way, and the bus leaves twice a day from Phuket town at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. We used a company called Lompraya, who took us all the way from Phuket to the pier of Koh Samui, where unfortunately my old passport fell out of my luggage as it was being unloaded. Koh Samui, with an area of 228.7 square kilometers, takes around 90 minutes to drive around the whole island. It isn't a tiny island by any means, but it does have a rather small island feel to it. The best way to get around is by scooter, which will cost you around $10 to $15 a day. There are plenty of beautiful beaches to visit, including Lamai, Mae Nam, Bo Phat, and Chaweng. If you're looking for a centrally located accommodation in Koh Samui, anything near Chaweng Beach area is recommended. We stayed at the Crystal Lamai Hotel, which was great as it had a gym and was directly across from a local food market where we ate most of our meals. If you're in Koh Samui, you're most likely to be spending your time snorkeling or diving, but a couple of activities we found to be just as enjoyable were visiting the Big Buddha and possibly our favorite of all of our Thailand experiences, the Thai Boxing Stadium. Muay Thai and bare knuckle at Samui International Muay Thai Stadium fight nights are held twice a week and feature the best local and international fighters, and Chaweng Koh Samui is where they all come to showcase their talents. Stadium seating is set on tiers and all have fantastic views, with ringside seating placed on the stadium floor and right on top of the action. VIP seating is on extremely comfortable sofas, and all the seating has a bird's eye view of the action. The atmosphere in Koh Samui's International Stadium is electric. There's an English-speaking commentator, and before each fight, both athletes go through a traditional process of Muay Thai acknowledgement to their former fighters. This was definitely our favorite experience in Thailand, and at only 440 baht for a stadium ticket, we thought it was well worth the price. Koh Phangan. Koh Phangan was personally my favorite place that we visited in Thailand, mainly due to the small island feel and bohemian vibe of the beachside restaurants on Sunrise Beach of Hat Rin, which is made famous by the monthly full moon party held there each month. The first full moon party is said to have been improvised at Paradise Bungalows on the beach in 1983 as a token of thanks to about 20 to 30 travelers. Though the accuracy of this is disputed, as is the date of the original event, the parties gained fame through word of mouth, and the event now draws a crowd of about 5,000 to 30,000 every full moon evening. The party carries on until the sun rises the next day. The bars on Sunrise Beach of Hat Rin stay open and play music such as psychedelic trance, R&B, drum and bass, house, dance, and reggae. The event has become part of the itinerary of many travelers to Southeast Asia, although sadly our timing didn't line up with the party. But you'll soon find out that there's so much more to Koh Phangan than just a full moon party. While we were on the island, we hired a scooter and drove around the whole island. We visited the Wang Sai Waterfall, Koh Ma Island, the Pen Yang Food Court, and we then caught the best sunset on the island at a cool little place called the Amsterdam Bar, where you can take a seat on comfy beanbags on the edge of a cliff while watching the sun go down. Just remember to bring bug spray. All in all, I would say a month in Thailand is more than long enough to see these main 5 destinations, but if you want to explore more of the country, I would definitely recommend staying 2 to 3 months to really take it all in. Some places we didn't get to were Koh Phi Phi, Koh Tao, Krabi, Railay Beach, Pattaya, and Pai. So if you have the time, add them to your list as well. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. We hope you found it informative and helpful for your trip to Thailand. We wish you all the best on your travels, and please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel as it really helps us, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!